So, welcome back to another episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast. Today, we're going through some Reddit things. We're having a look at the Stoicism subreddit and also the self-development subreddit, all those sites, all those Reddits that we tend to go through, that we've been gone through the past, I would actually say 2-3 years or something. So let's have a look at what we can find. Certain questions, certain statements, maybe something else. We will see. I do hope, by the way, that it works without being logged in. But I think it does it? Yes. What was a realization that you have come across lately that bettered your life? Let's see what people are saying. No one nor no thing is perfect, and that is okay. In fact, it is great. If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. Stephen Hawking said, Stephen probably, yeah. One of the basic rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection simply does not exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would exist. As much as I believe in it and as much as I think that it is utterly right and utterly good to mention that, to see that, to point it out, I would also say one should not hide behind that. One should also not say like, okay, nothing is going to be perfect, so I'm not even going to try to make it perfect or somewhat perfect or as good as I can maybe even. Because you will never see what you're able of doing, what you're capable of doing, when you're always hiding behind this this curtain, behind this word. On such a basic level too, imperfections in the initial distribution of matter after the Big Bang allowed it to start clumping and forming the first stars. Had everything been perfectly distributed, nothing could have formed. What Stoic quote do you always remind yourself when you feel like you're losing your way? Mine is, choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been. I mean something that snaps you back to reality. I do really appreciate this quote. I really do appreciate this. I would say saying, yeah. I would definitely say saying. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. It puts you in a place where you just have the power over everything. You decide what is harming you. You decide what is good for you. You decide what makes you happy. Because, quote unquote, just do not feel harmed or do feel happy. And, this is a very controversial, I don't want to say dumb, very, very basic thing to say. Just be happy. But what this is referring to and what this is aiming at is when somebody's saying something to you, when somebody is insulting you, you yourself decide whether it insulted you or not. You yourself decide whether whatever you've said was harming you. When somebody calls you an idiot, well, you can feel harmed by that. You can feel bad about that. And on the other hand, you also can be like, well, I don't know what this person's life is like. I don't know what this person is going through. But I choose not to be harmed by that because I don't think that I'm an idiot. And I don't really believe in the words this person is spitting, this person is saying. So what I feel like is that it just puts you into a position of you deciding what things mean to you and what some other things do not mean to you. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. Yo, what's up, fellow Stoic people? So I have been trying out, so I think it is solitude, isn't it? Observing a lot how it affects me and stuff. I used to be a very social guy. I've been reading a lot on Google, and I also earlier read a post on this quote from Aristotle. I can't truly understand for sure what he means, but I think he means that no person is made to live in solitude, and there is no human who is a god. Because in the time where I have lived, oh, by the way, just remember, let's actually check out what quotes other people think are important and or good. We suffer more in imagination than we do in reality, by Seneca. Seneca the Younger, to be exact. And yes, it is 100% the case. And it is always very interesting to me that whenever I am going through Stoic quotes, Stoic sayings, Stoic material in general, my mood and the way I feel about myself and the way I feel about my life definitely changes. This may actually be one of the reasons why I like going through it. And this is definitely, now as I'm seeing it, one of the reasons, or a good reason to do more of it and share this feeling and share this way of, even if it is for 10 minutes, even if it is for 15 minutes, just being fine with what things are and how things are. So there's a lot of things that I can imagine. There's a lot of things that I can imagine that I dislike, that I hate, that whatever it might be. But it's just my imagination. Is it reality? Most often, and well, maybe not most often, but very often, it is not the case. It is not the reality, not the reality that I'm at least living in. We can talk about multiple worlds and multiple time spaces and whatnot, but this is not what is happening right now. This is not what I'm seeing right now. It is just my imagination. It's just what I think about. I like this one better because it acknowledges that trauma happens. It just isn't all the small things that most people think about. Can I view the entire discussion? Can I do so? Yeah. You can dance in the rain or sulk in the rain. It will rain, regardless. Letting my emotions rule me has never in my memory helped me, but choosing not to be ruled by my impressions, choosing to dance in the rain rather than sulk, has never harmed me. Choosing is always such a big word. Choosing is always such a strong word as well. Can I choose to do so? Can I choose? Can I really do? I can try. I know that I can try, but can I choose? So maybe let's try to do this. Let's try to see the good and bad, and or do whatever good we can with whatever bad situation that we are finding ourselves in, because this is something we can try or we can do. If it works, that's great. If it doesn't work well, at least you tried. I do also think that when I'm feeling very bad, or when someone feels very bad, let me just feel it. And let the other person just feel it. It is okay to feel this way. It is okay to live in that space. It is okay to be down. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to be mad. It is totally fine. It's not about always being good mood. It is about, I think it is about most often being in a good mood and most often liking whatever you're encountering and whatnot. Of course, there are 100% going to be some days that you are not going to enjoy, period. And putting yourself under even more stress by being like, okay, I have to see it in a good light. It has to be good. It has to be whatever. No. It is fine. It is fine not to be okay. This is what I think. This is what I believe in. Yes. This is very similar to Buddha's quote, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Similar quote on my wall, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, it is about learning to dance in the rain. Well, there are hundreds and thousands probably of quotes that are somehow like this. This too shall pass. Do you know who said that? I really like the quote, but I don't know who actually said it. A sultan requests of King Solomon a sentence that would always be true in good times or bad. Solomon responds, this too will pass away. This is the story I heard. However, I also heard it came from Buddhism. However, a quick Google quotes various sources. Well, yeah. This too shall pass. many things past, many things that what I just feel like, I do want to share this with you. What I just feel like going through all these big thinkers, all these great minds, all these whatever, I may not be such a great mind, maybe as Aristotle and so on and so forth. I'm looking out of the window. There's, nature in front of me, also another house, but that is fine. We can choose. We can try to choose to enjoy the life that we're having. And I think this is especially true for people that are in the middle of Europe, for people that actually have it very good compared to most people. Of course, mental illness is a thing. Of course, a lot of other things are a thing. I don't want to be like, this is non-existent and this is not the case, because it is. And I know that, and I've seen it and I felt it. But let's sometimes get back to maybe what really matters. Maybe let's get back to realizing that I am here now and I can do good with it, and I can do something good out of it. I can choose to enjoy the day, and I can choose to not enjoy the day, whatever I have to do and whatever I'm forced to be doing. I can indulge in these things that I'm seeing, these things that I'm hearing, and many more things. And I can also choose to make my day as good as I can make it. And maybe this involves some planning, maybe this involves some other things, but yeah. My favorite, definitely. It's simple enough that it has been repeated through history and therefore can't be attributed to a single origin. Through many people have said it, it reminds me that whatever is happening to me will later be gone. Good stuff, but bad stuff also makes you appreciate what you have and gives you the perspective to hold on for better times. I also like, it is what it is. Can't change it, don't be bothered by it. The universe is indifferent to your perspective, and choosing to care limits your own pleasure of existing. Yeah, it is what it is. I can't change it. So, and there are many things that I can't change. I can't change that I have to do certain things for uni. I can't change that I have to work and so on. Well, of course I can change it, but with whatever we are doing, there comes some benefits and also some drawbacks. And I want to have this, but I'm not getting this without the other thing, so without the drawbacks. So it is what it is. I can't change it, and let's just be content. Or contempt, or something. On the other hand, just being this slow, monk-ish type person that kind of sees good in everything is, and maybe not seeing reality at all, I wouldn't necessarily also say that this is maybe the best place to be in. It always feels a little bit strange to me. Maybe I'm just totally wrong. Could also be the case. But anyway, gonna hopefully see you the next time. So see you soon. Bye-bye.